Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. So it is Cypher Sigma here, and as the title would show, it is another group meetup video. So yes, so if you're new to the channel, this is essentially myself, AJ from AJ's Movie Place, and Matt from Matt V's Movies. We all meet up together. Also been thrown into the mix of recently is Matt's friend Scott. Yeah, so they all came up to my neck of the woods in Northampton area, and there was Collectamania on this past weekend when this video goes out. So I took him to that. We walked around Milton Keynes shopping centre around the Collectamania, bumped into a few people and that. So I will put a bit of footage up now. So there we are. John. I always like to ask.
At least you ask. My people don't.
No. I try to be like as polite and courteous as possible. And that is the footage that I got of Collectamania. Also, we bumped into a subscriber, Tony Robinson, I think it is. Apologies, I'm really rubbish names. Hopefully that's the right guy. I'll put a picture up here. So he had a few pictures with us. So it was nice to meet someone who watched the channel. Comes from Northampton as well. So it's surprised I've never bumped into him. But, you know, it is a small world. So nice to actually see and greet someone who watches the channel. And obviously, you know, we got a little conversation with him as well. So while we were there, obviously I didn't pick up anything. There was Empire Toys 1138. He was there. He was kind of the only main toy seller there. Unfortunately, he didn't have any of the toys I was after or anything. So I didn't spend anything there, and the other collectibles, I didn't really have anything, let's say, because it wasn't toys, it was more cards and props and stuff like this, and not stuff that I am really after at this point in time, but it's still nice to go around, good to see some of the cast and crew that were working there and the actors. It was surprising, as you'll probably see, the Matt will probably list, obviously we did get to see Christopher Lambert from a far away, very, very far removed from what you know of him. Say he's 68, had he looked like a man in his 80s, but I say there was no one that really piqued my interest to have a signature or anything from. So there was that side of things. So then we'll go into, so because I've been paid, the payday pickup is kind of thrown into this, so we'll go into the CEX footage now. So as we come into CEX, we start with my favourite section, the anime section. So there we have Cannon Buster, the limited anime series that was on a comic book. Wasn't the greatest. I think they released it on Netflix. A lot of regular titles and a lot of duplicates. Obviously, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Punch Man. I do have season 1 on Blu-ray. These are just DVDs. So we've got some Dragon Ball Super. I think I'm only missing volume 7 and some normal Dragon Ball there. Vexil, it's a steelbook, looks quite nice. So you'll see me, I pick some stuff up. I do end up putting a load of stuff back in the end once I weigh up. Obviously I was like, do I have number 7? I did have number 7, so I picked it up, but I'll be putting that back. So they did have quite a big collection, but not necessarily stuff I wanted or needed. Obviously there's Black Clover, there's more Dragon Ball, there's One Piece, but all up volumes I have except for 34, but I'm not paying 25 quid. I'm having to pay about a tenner, and that's about it. Yeah, Neon Genesis there. Just Dragon Ball Guyver boxing I've got. There's Blue Lock, sorry, that's the football one I went to see last year at the cinema. to My Hero Academia 7 Samurai, which I have the box set for. Ponyo, so a few Studio Ghibli stuff put in there. Then we move on to the normal Blu-rays. I didn't go all the way across due to just how many people were there. So this is kind of the 4K section. Again, you obviously got the new Batman there, £18. I haven't seen it yet, and AJ didn't rave about it, so I don't really want to spend that amount of money. I mean, I'm not a massive... I've not got the setup for 4Ks, so that's always kind of an additional incentive for me to not pick them up. But there are some interesting titles that you see here as I kind of fly through. And there's Pitch Black, a movie that I keep meaning to go back to. I know you can get the Steelbook quite cheap. The Usual Suspects, obviously I got a special edition of that recently. And then we fly all the way up here, and then we go to the normal Blu-rays. So obviously numbers first, 300, obviously the Daniel Craig box set. I thought it was the full collector's Bond, but I was wrong. Unfortunately, this is where I started to film, and some person decided to stand right in front of me, and didn't look like they even needed to be there. So I'm kind of stuck, as you see, trying to film from this one side because there's someone in my way. Not that I have right over them. It's just, I'll say, just a bit awkward. So you just do what you do at times like this. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think that was season 3. I know I have at least 1 and 2, and then checking afterwards, I did have season 3, so I didn't need to pick that up. Then we've got the Aliens box set. I'm quite intrigued in that, so I'll put that okay on the pile that I'm trying to carry around before I go over everything. Still trying to check the animes out, but yeah, lots of like random series. Like Better Man, I did really enjoy that. I think it was £8. I will pick that up, and I think that's one of the latest Bad Boys for Life, so that's one I need to pick up as well, but that's quite expensive. Boy and the Beast I have on DVD. Birds of Prey, Bridesmaids, Frighteners Lair I've got. I've got the DVD. On the latest rewatch, I wasn't massively impressed, but I'm a big Michael J. Fox fan, so I think I'm just going to keep with the DVD for now. Obviously, Dark Knight, Big Bang Theory, reproduce. I do need the final 3 series, but obviously these 2 had the reproduced covers, so I wasn't going to pay money for them. Chainsaw Man, still quite an expensive first series, so I'm waiting to get to that. Con Air there that I missed. Do need an upgrade of that at some point. Yeah, not even sure. And we've got stuff like Chappie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meat. But quite a lot of movies I have, mostly on DVD rather than Blu-ray here, but kind of being selective and just what piques my interest at the time. Again, a load of Dragon Ball Super, but again, I think it's 7 I need, and 7's the only one that they didn't have, just to be a pain. And Dread, Doctor Who, Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is one I've not watched and I'm interested. I think it is on Amazon, so I may watch one series and see if it's worth picking up. That's a really bad Doom sequel I think I've seen but don't own. Yeah. You got Da Vinci Code, Deadpool, more Dragon Ball, but again, Volume 8, I need Volume 7 to finish that off. Despicable Me, I've got all of them. The latest the Evil Dead. Erase, never even heard of that. It's an anime special edition. Digimon. Another Neon Genesis, sorry. That looks like it'd be quite fun. I haven't seen them as part of the new series. Full, I really enjoyed that movie. I think I've got it on Blu-ray anyway. And we have the Flash and series stuff like this. The Fog, 50 Shades of Grey, which I've got, as Matt gifted me some of them, the Flash, and a few bits Fast and Furious. As I say, it's all the kind of usual titles, except for a few odd ones. Falling Skies, a series I quite liked, but had a bit of a poor ending. And then we move off to CX. So yeah, I didn't get the whole line. It was quite busy. I was there was some stuff I was picking up and putting down and I weren't too sure on and stuff and having to check. So I only did half the filming. That's why there's only bits there. But what did I actually pick up? So I picked up 3 things. One I've been looking at for ages, and you'll see from my Spartan video that would have been released this week. I obviously got rid of the original 4 Alien movies, Alien to Alien Resurrection, and then obviously the 2 follow-up. They're all combined into this. It says 18, but it actually was 15. So literally I've got rid of 5 or 6 films and they're only space of 1. So that's good. So I've got that to watch on the watch pile. Good pickup for that. Next was this. It says 5, but it was actually £4 and really bad listening. So this is Gotham season 4. So this is the final season of Gotham. I have 1 and 2, so this will sit with them. I just need season 3 now, and then that's Gotham complete, which is another series to tick off my list. I have about 10 series, but 1 or 2 I may get rid of. So, or some in the Spartan series where I'm trying to cull 200 plus physical media. So glad to pick this up. So that was £19, and then the final £4 was this that would go to the anime section behind. So Neon Genesis Evangeli was a, I think, 90s series, 80s 90s series, and then from this they did 3 follow-up movies, 1.11, I think 2.2, and then 3.3 or something like this. So I bought this. It was £4. I do need to buy the box set of the full original Evangeli because it's on my list. But that's what I picked up. So it was only £23. And then obviously we did go out for dinner with the guys. So it was great. Always great meeting up with them. But one of the things that we always do when we meet up, we always exchange gifts and stuff like this. So what did I end up getting from the guys? So first off, a massive thank you to Scott. As I say, he is kind of the new addition to our group. Obviously, Matt, a long-running friend of Matt, he came along and he said, I've got all these. Would you like any of them? Me being me and a movie fan, definitely. So he offered me this Gladiator sealed. Never even heard of it. Don't even know what it's about. It seems Cuba Gooding Jr. boxing. So I'm very intrigued to watch it. He said it's quite a really, really good movie. So glad to have it. So thank you again, Scott. One I've seen as a kid and I've not seen, Over the Top by Stallone. So really, really happy to have this. I look forward to watching this. And then the Blu-ray disc upgrade of Jason X. As I went and paid for the DVD recently, I can now stick that in the to get rid of pile. But yeah, those were the 3 from Scott. So thanks again, Scott. Very much appreciate it. 3 nice additions, an upgrade for Jason X as well. I know obviously he's probably got the new edition, so I do appreciate it. So yeah, as I'm trying to get rid of stuff, I'm now gaining stuff. So that's what Scott gave to me. Next up is Matt. So first off, Matt, I think, upgraded his Morbius to a different set or something, and I'm not quite sure how it worked out, but I paid him some money and basically I got the Steelbook of Morpheus. So there it is, a really, really nice looking Steelbook. I quite like this movie. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think Jared Leto did a bad job, and I quite like the look of this kind of artsy, kind of drawn version from like the comics. So that these kind of versions do appeal to me. So yeah, so I paid for that. So that, but it helped Matt out. So I'm appreciative of that. He gave me this Limitless. So I think I had it on DVD. So this is the upgrade for this. And then next, he gifted me this Spider-Man box set, which is the original trilogy, Sam Raimi trilogy, all in one with the bonus discs. So that's good. So I have like a special edition or something of one of these. So now I can, even though it takes up the same space, I can now upgrade all of these to this nice box set and they all sit together. So thank you very much for all of those, Matt. On top of that, so when we met up, Matt's birthday is a long way in the future. I think it's September time. I gifted him a birthday present that I bought him. When we were walking around, he came across some art that you would have seen on his, and he bought me one of these prints because it was like free for £25. So yeah, so he gifted me this as like an early birthday present, which is really, really nice of him. Obviously, it's my favourite movie. I need to find a frame of it. It's really hard to try and get it because it's in a plastic thing, so I'll do it. But yeah, essentially you have Eric Draven, you have the cop, you have obviously Top Dollar, which Tony Todd passed in, you have the Crow and the gravestones of him and Shelley, then you have T-Bird and Fun Boy and all of those around here. So it's really, really nice. I suppose it was a print of the person's husband who took 4 months to do this, and signed by him. So really nice to have this. Thank you very much, Matt. Very early birthday present, but I do appreciate it. And then we move on to AJ. So AJ gifted me a lot of stuff as well. As I say, I'm trying to condense what I've got, and then it's bolted up. So first he gifted me this. So it was a comic, Beware the King of Monsters. It's Fantastic Four versus Godzilla, or the other way around if you'd want to. I don't know when this was, if this is a recent one, because I know Godzilla is again featuring quite a few comics of late. So it's another one. So I look forward to. It's John Romita Jr., which I really like his art style. So, and then I have a big list of stuff here. So first off, these are bootlegs that he's gifted me because he bought the legitimate ones. So these are Revolution and Revelation. So these are the latest He-Man series from the Netflix that was released, I think, 2023 and 2024. Obviously, the first series and the second series. I don't think there's been any plans to do any more from Kevin Smith, but I really enjoyed these. I think it was £60 originally, and then it dropped to 30, and he paid 30 with the thing. So he had these bootlegs, he's passed them on to me. So I'll happily take these until I get to a point that maybe I'll pick up the box set again myself, or I'll just leave those in because I did like the series, but I didn't. Again, 30 quid for a small Netflix series that I may not go to in a long time. He also gifted me another bootleg copy of She-Hulk. I'm a massive fan of She-Hulk. I know a lot of people, it gets a lot of slack. I really, really enjoyed this series. I hope it gets a steelbook release. I hope this is one of the new ones. We will find out, but again, he gifted me this. I assume he's suspecting that we'll get one, and that's why he's offloaded this one on me. Well, I say offload. He's gifted it to me, and I'm happy to have it in the collection. So on top of that, we also have a few other ones. I'll make sure I get this. So first, obviously, you know, he's been watching the Beastmaster series. So he gifted me the first one that he had. I've never seen this, so I look forward to watching it. I might do a video on like a first time watch of this classic movie. Then there was Dragonheart. So I didn't know there was this many movies. It is the original one, and then you have all 4 follow-ups. So that's cool. It's an upgrade. I mean, I had the first movie, but I'll get rid of that and upgrade of this. And to be honest, the graphics on the final one look quite actually nice. So I'm quite intrigued to where they go. Then he snuck one in because he offered me. He loves his submarine movies, but his U571. He said it's a good movie. I should watch it. So I'll give him the benefit of that. I'll trust his judgment, and I will watch this, and I will see how we get on with it. And then the final one, as you know, the guys gifted me the Doctor Who series. And obviously all I was missing from David Tennant's initial run was the specials, which is what AJ is now gifting me, the specials, and that basically ends his run, and that's where I will stop. So my collection Doctor Who will start at Paul McGann, and it will end with David Tennant on his first run, and I'm happy with that. I don't think they're massively long. I don't know how many specials there are in here because it doesn't say, it doesn't have a J card. But I look forward to it. And obviously all the Doctor Who stuff I've got set for the Paul McGann movies from AJ and Matt. So I really am appreciative of all of this. So yeah, so that was our meetup. Obviously it was nice to chat with the guys as always. It's always good to us meet in person. You know, we do the live streams and stuff, but AJ and Matt more than me of late. It's nice to see, I would say, it's nice to meet Tony in person. You know, it's nice to see subscribers when you see us. Obviously, probably more a fan of the bigger channels than me, but it's still nice to be recognised. And just the acknowledgement of someone who enjoys watching our content. Yeah, it's good to meet up. Good to go to Collectamania and see the guys and just chat, have a coffee, have food. So next one is in September time. We are going to London with AJ. It is unfortunately only me and Matt. There is no Scott this time. But yeah, we'll hopefully have some good videos for you then. Thank you for enjoying and watching this video of our little collective getting together. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on anything within the video down below. I've been Sigma Screen Time, and I should definitely see you in the next one.